In this video I will be using PowerShell to apply kiosk configuration on Windows 11 computer. I'm starting this video from my GitHub page, and that's because there are a few bits of information here that I will be using for this video, and I will leave the URL in the description down below. And here you can see the PowerShell snippet that I will be using for applying the kiosk configuration. Here you can see the configuration itself. This is the configuration, what applications we want to launch for our kiosk users. And here we're creating the kiosk user itself. This is a very simple configuration. Basically, I'm configuring Microsoft Edge to execute on startup. And then I'm providing information for Microsoft Edge on what web pages I want to open on startup. In this case, as you can see, I will be opening DuckDuckGo. And then I'm providing few more parameters. I'm enabling public browsing, setting the idle timeout to 0 seconds. This is to disable the timeout, and then I'm configuring no first run. And if you want to know more about what parameters are available or what the parameters that I'm using are doing, you can check out the documentation links that I have here in the GitHub page, because I use them to create this configuration myself. Anyways, like I said, this part right here is the kiosk configuration itself, and then the second part of the snippet is for applying the configuration. And very important thing to know about this snippet and also for applying the kiosk configurations is that we cannot use our normal user accounts for applying the configuration or even removing the configuration. And to demonstrate that, I will first copy this snippet by clicking on the button right here. Then I will go to my VMware workstation where I have this Windows 11 virtual machine where I will be demonstrating everything. So to demonstrate how this snippet works under a normal user account, I will go to the Start menu, open PowerShell. I will also run it as administrator, click Yes, and I will insert the snippet. And as you can see, I get multiple error messages. And the reason for that is that we cannot use our normal accounts. We need to use the system account for applying the kiosk configuration. And to execute this snippet under the system account, I will be using psexec. And to use psexec, first we need to download it. And for that, I will use the link that I have here. That brings me to the Microsoft download page. I will click on Download PS Tools. Then I will go to my Downloads folder. I will extract the contents of the pstools.zip file, go inside, and the only file that we care about in here is psexec. I will right click on it, select copy, go back to my virtual machine, and I will place this file on my desktop. And now I will be using psexec to open another PowerShell window that runs under the system user. And for that, I will open CMD, I will run it as administrator, and then I will navigate the command line to the location where I have the psexec executable. So I will type cd, c, and then users, then I think it's admin, desktop, and I will press enter. If I type dir, here we can see our psexec executable. Now to execute another PowerShell window using psexec, we type the executable name, -i for interactive, -s. Here we are specifying that we want the process to run under the system user, and then we need to provide the process that we want to execute. So in this case, I'm executing another PowerShell window. I will type PowerShell.exe, and if I press enter, I will agree with the license terms, we get another window. But if I go to this window and type who am I, you can see that this window right here is running under the admin user, and the new window, if I type who am I, you can see that runs under the system user. And now we can use this window for executing the PowerShell snippet that I have here in my GitHub page. So once again, I will click on the button right here to copy it, go back, insert the snippet, press enter, and as you can see, this time I'm getting no error messages. And if I go to my Start menu, select my account, click on the 3 dots in here, you can see that now I have the kiosk user. So if I click on the kiosk user and then sign in, now we need to wait for the kiosk profile to be created. And as you can see, my kiosk configuration applied successfully. We only have a Microsoft Edge window, we don't have the Start menu or anything else. And we can use Microsoft Edge to browse the internet. So that means that the snippet executed successfully. The last thing that I want to show you is how to remove the kiosk configuration, because it works in a very similar way. So I will disconnect from the kiosk user and go back to my admin user. And now that I'm back in my admin user, I will go back to the GitHub page because here I have another snippet, and in this case it's for removing the kiosk configuration. So it's basically the same, but instead of applying the configuration, we're applying the null value. So I'll click on the button right here to copy this snippet, go back to the virtual machine, and once again, if I insert this snippet into the PowerShell window where I'm running with admin, you can see that I'm still getting the error message, but if I insert it into a window with a system user, you can see that we get no error messages and the configuration applied successfully. And if I go to the start menu, select my user account, you can see that I no longer have the 3 dots to switch to the kiosk user because there is no more kiosk user. Kiosk user got removed with the kiosk configuration. And that's basically it for this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and see you in the next one.